Is everything all right, Vaso? You look troubled.
Oh, please don't be alarmed. It's just that something unexpected happened, and I'm not sure how I should react. You see, I received a letter from an old friend. They want to meet me. Last time we saw each other, I was certain our paths would never cross again, and so I'm a bit baffled. They never tried to contact me once in all this time.
Why did you expect to never see them again? You seem to be fond of them.
I sure am. We used to serve together in the military. They were a cherished friend and a loyal companion. One of the few who remained by my side till the end. But that was a long time ago, and we didn't really part on good terms.
Maybe enough time has passed for you to reconcile. Would you feel better if we accompanied you to this meeting?
I think I would like that. Thank you, Kayla. In fact, it could be a good networking opportunity for you as well. We're likely going to have to deal with the League whether we like it or not. It would be good to have dependable people on our side.
Sounds good. Just show us where you're supposed to meet, and we'll try to get there as soon as possible.
Sure. Sure.
Job's done, and here are the documents you requested. The Empire won't be able to continue their operations there for a while.
I know. Our scouts have already returned to confirm your success.
Excuse me?
You proved to be valuable assets. Congratulations. We also know that you stabilized the Empire's machinery, causing the decline in that area. It's a shame you didn't destroy it when you had the chance.
That would just cause more problems. The mana readings were all over the place. But I guess you knew that already, since you were so well informed.
I see. That's very dangerous information you gathered. I'm sure I don't have to remind you that your contract ensures discretion. Especially since we'd be very interested in working with you again.
Of course. Don't worry, we're not in the business of spreading rumors. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We would gladly forfeit part of our payment if you can provide us with some intel we're after.
I can't guarantee anything without knowing what it is that you seek exactly.
We want everything your intelligence has on the Claw. We're a bit of legend hunters, you see.
That's an interesting query. Very well. I'll send word, see what I can find out. In the meantime, I've got another task in mind that should be befitting your talents. Here are the files. Get to it immediately.
That's it? No please or thank you?
This is war, human. We can fraternize after it's over.
Ouch.
Can you at least give us a brief summary of the mission?
A village that supplied us with a particular type of dense hardwood stopped sending its shipments. We're afraid that they may have been targeted by the Empire. The well-being of the people in the village is nearly as important as the resources we get from them. It's critical that you investigate it immediately.
And if we do this, you'll give us the information we asked for, right?
Yes, now get on with it.
Gotcha. Vaso, are you sure we came to the right place? It's not exactly hospitable. Was this person prone to running late?
No, not really. Nobody in my squad was, to be fair. It was military after all, and I was a demanding leader, if I can put it that way.
You? A demanding leader? I'm sorry, but I find it hard to imagine.
You can always ask Benedict. He hated my guts when we first met. I'm sure he'd love to tell you all about the good old days.
You've got to be messing with us. I can't even imagine you and Ben butting heads.
I'm as honest as one can get. It was just a different place. A different time. And admittedly, a different me. With a different perspective.
Come to think of it, we never got around to talking about your service as the First Blade. Can you tell us more about those times? I mean, if you're comfortable talking about it.
Oh, yes, please. Is it true that the First Blades are the League's most elite unit? Have you ever been on a mage hunt?
I'm afraid my story is rather mundane. I signed up as a young, promising adept and tirelessly ascended the League's hierarchy for a few years. You see, I used to be a very determined person, and I wouldn't give up easily once I set my mind on something.
Not like anything has changed on that matter.
Oh, I assure you, it has. You wouldn't have liked my no-nonsense attitude back then. Anyway, when I was finally promoted to a first sword and assigned my own squad, it didn't quite live up to my expectations. I joined the ranks of mage hunters because I had very strong opinions on how magic should be used. It turned out that my views did not align with those of my superiors. Wait, I sense something. Stay still.
Are you alright? What's happening?
A powerful spell has been unleashed. Watch out! Something's coming!
There they are.
Here. Easy. This wasn't an accidental manifestation. Someone manipulated natural mana reserves to summon those elementals.
Are you sure about your friend's intentions? You mentioned you didn't part on good terms. Did they have a reason to seek revenge?
No. I don't think they'd be capable of such spite. We should follow the residual trail left by the spell. Something's not right here.
Let's get going. Sure, why not? Gotcha! Let's get going.
Parry this. Hostiles.
Why not?
Right.
Take that!
Let's get going. Gotcha.
We don't have all day.
Sure.
Ow!
Got you!
Right.
Moving fast.
On it. We don't have all day.
Sounds interesting.
Let's get going.
Right.
Sure, why not?
The trail ends here. I can't sense anything. It's a dead end.
Are you sure? We can still...
You really came. I can't believe it.
Darrell, where's Ryan? What's going on?
They're dead, Commander. I see years of civilian life have dulled your senses. Rain did not send that message. I did. I knew you wouldn't refuse meeting your beloved second in command.
They're dead?
Yes, Vaso. They died because of you. While you were busy self-pitying and peacefully rebuilding your life, we were stripped of our rank, one suicidal campaign after another. Rain's unit was deployed deep into enemy territory. They knew they were not coming back. The League wouldn't waste reinforcements on a group of convicts.
I had no idea. Why would the League hold you responsible for my orders?
Because we should have known better than to follow them. We trusted you. When push came to shove, you ran, leaving us to clean up your mess. It's time you took responsibility for your mistakes, Commander.
Hey, take it easy, will ya?
Stay back, Malachi. He's a dangerous man. I don't want you to get hurt.
So consider it. Now you want to play the hero. You're not fooling anyone, Vaso. You'll pay for what you did.
There they are.
Easy.
Vaso, are you all right? Who was that?
He was one of your former squad mates as well, wasn't he?
Yes, my subordinate. He always questioned my orders. Turned out he was right all along. I'm sorry to have brought you here. If I had known it was all a trap.
It's all right, Vaso. I'm glad we were here to help you.
So, Vaso, I don't mean to push, but what was this guy's deal?
I guess I owe you an explanation. Years ago, on the brink of the war, my squad was conducting an operation on Empire territory. We were sent after a sorcerer who had stolen a powerful relic from one of the League's noble houses. When we found her lair, she wasn't there. We secured the relic, and that should have concluded our task. However, we found out the sorcerer had already used it to set a vile ritual in motion. It was her revenge against a nearby town that had wronged her.
Did you stop her?
We did. We hunted her down and managed to save hundreds of innocent lives. But in doing so, we brought upon us the wrath of our commanders. We acted against our orders, deconspiring our presence on hostile territory. I knew there would be consequences, and so did my subordinates, but I didn't give them any choice. At the time, I was convinced it was the right call, and I was not afraid to execute my will.
You were just trying to save civilian lives. They punished you like one would a traitor, and all you did was your duty as a First Blade.
I put the League's interest at risk. In the eyes of the nobles, I committed treason. Compromised my orders to save the lives of our enemies.
I'm so sorry it happened to you. For what it's worth, I believe you were right.
There's no use pondering a lost cause. None of us can turn back time. But knowing what happened to my soldiers, I see that I can no longer run from the past. I need some time to think about it. Let's get out of here. We can talk more when we return to the city. Let's look around.
What's happening?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'm taking you down.
Empire soldiers. It appears the League was right to worry.
I just hope the villagers are okay.
No hanging of bodies as of yet. I'm strangely optimistic.
A village producing such a valuable resource is prone to enemy raids. Why would the League leave its people undefended?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have all day. We don't have all day.
Let's get going.
Follow me. Yeah.
You asked for this. I've got this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Right, do it the hard way. Gotcha.
Follow me. Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
On it.
Sure.
We don't have all day.
Gotcha.
Right.
More soldiers.
Come on, we have to take them out.
Take that!
Who are you? What happened? On my mother's grave?
Fear not, upstanding citizens. We are here to save you. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Not for long. What have you done?
Excuse me, good sir. I am afraid we do not understand.
We dealt with the Empire soldiers. You're safe now.
You've just crushed whatever chance we had for surviving this predicament. The League left us on our own, even though they supposedly rely on our supplies so heavily. No outposts, no patrols. Those Empire extremists came here led by an Inquisitor. They slaughtered half of the village, and I barely managed to bargain for the lives of the other half. They'll treat this attack as an act of insubordination. We're doomed.
Oh, stuff it, you coward! It's high time someone dealt with these Empire sickos! Figures that you'd rather spend the rest of your life cowering in fear than take a stand!
Please, there's no need to argue. Who is this Inquisitor? How dangerous of a man are we talking about?
Just another cruel bastard with an overinflated ego and a horde of underlings!
The Inquisitors used to be an elite Empire unit, granted extraordinary authority. They were deployed only in the most dire situations to disrupt enemy activity by any means necessary. If they're operating again, the situation is even worse than we thought.
How about we try to solve that for you? We are somewhat responsible anyway.
We're here on behalf of the League. You're safe with us. We promise.
I don't think we have any other choice.
Finally, someone to take out the trash! Go on! We'll deal with any Empire stragglers left near the village.
Let's get going.
Follow me.
Just a little walk.
Sure. Watch my back.
Mm-hmm.
On it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Follow me.
Sir, another subject has perished. The results are less than satisfactory.
Doesn't matter. Take another one. We've got plenty to spare.
Whatever cursed research you think you're conducting here, it's over.
What's the meaning of this? Don't tell me you were hired by the mayor. Does this sorry excuse for a man truly believe he can back out of our deal so easily? Ah, never mind. I'll pay him a visit once I'm done with you.
You asked for this.
don't have all day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's all right. You're safe now. Are there any other captives?
No. They took the rest for some tests, and no one returned.
Why would they keep you here? The mayor said he bargained for the village's safety.
The only safety he cares about is his own. Don't you see? We were the price he was willing to pay. They took us in the dead of night, when no one was looking. The mayor was there. He's the one who led soldiers to our home.
A few were to pay the price for the safety of the many. A gruesome trade.
Can it truly be considered the lesser of two evils?
It doesn't matter now. Let's get back to the village, tell the people that the Inquisitor can't harm them anymore.
Hey, what's all the fuss about?
Keep these savages away from me!
Did you think we wouldn't find out? You sent these people to their deaths.
I had to bargain with the Inquisitor for all our sakes. He would slaughter us otherwise.
Convenient excuse.
You bartered with the lives of people you were meant to protect. Now you'll pay the price.
No, please, you have to help me. You promised we'd be safe with you.
Don't worry. We'll take our time with you. You'll pay for every soul you've taken.
This man protected you people. He managed to bargain with a madman to save you.
Tell that to the people sent like pigs to the slaughter.
What was the criteria, dear Mayor? How did you choose who should be sacrificed so that you could live another day?
It's the Inquisitor who's at fault here. Don't turn against each other now.
You've done your part. Move away, or we'll take you out as well.
We won't let you murder an unarmed man. Please, stand down. There's no need for any more bloodshed.
You don't scare me. If you stand with them, you'll go down together.
Seriously. More?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe it. My people, my neighbors, turning against me. This was not supposed to end like this. I did what I had to do to save as many as I could.
I'm sorry. We tried to talk to them and it was just useless.
No, please, I don't blame you. You saved my life. I'm just heartbroken. I wanted to save them. I truly did. What I did was wrong, but what choice did I have?
War shifts one's perspective. It's not our place to judge you.
We will bring you to the Free Phoenicians League embassy, and we will testify to what we saw here. You can trust our honesty.
I do. You've kept your promise, and I will willingly undergo a trial.
Sure.
Yeah. listening. Just a little walk. Sure.
Thank you for your thorough report. Our people are taking care of whatever follow-up has to be carried on. We've already interrogated the mayor, but he provided very limited intel. We're no closer to finding out what the Inquisitor was after. We also contacted the village, but its dwellers have grown non-compliant. They refuse to continue shipments, enraged by your intervention. Overall, congratulations on taking out the Inquisitor, but the supply issue remains, and the clock is ticking. While I'm sure you weren't actively acting against us, your recklessness put us in a difficult position.
Hey, you weren't there. There was no way to talk down an angry mob. In the heat of the moment, we had to rely on our judgment.
I keep reminding you that we're at war. Sometimes you have to make tough choices to reach your goal, even against your best judgment. Anyhow, that concludes your task. Your efforts won't go unnoticed, and the League thanks you for your contribution. As for your request concerning the payment, I've amassed some information on the Claw. Although I must admit, I doubt we could provide you with anything groundbreaking, since it has been a relevant subject for a while now. According to our intelligence, the Claw was once a high house of the Empire, although their current emperor would undoubtedly deny it nowadays. It is used to possess significant political influence and wealth.
So, not only is the Claw real, it actually operated openly at some point. Well, there must be some records of their activities.
It was ages ago, mind you. There was a reason to believe they were secretly involved in some human supremacist activism and various projects publicly denounced by other races. They were deemed a considerable threat to stability.
Do you know anything about those projects? Perhaps there's some connection between them.
We tried to make sense of this in the past, but with the rise of the technomancers, League surveillance focused more on the immediate threat. There have been no records of the Claw since then.
Is that really all you have on the Claw?
I warned you it's not much. I attached a copy of the relevant reports with your payment.
It will suffice, thank you. But if you happen to find something else, we will be much obliged.
Of that I am most certain. For now, though, we do not require your immediate assistance. I bid you farewell, and I hope we'll get to work together again.
So there's that. We tried talking to both sides.
Come on, let's meet up with the others at Pablo's. Sounds interesting. Sure. Hello, Vaso. How are you holding up?
I am deeply sorry I dragged you into this mess. If I knew it would only bring you more pain and misery.
No apology needed, Vaso. I'm more worried about you.
We'll understand if you'd rather stay in the city for a few days. Take some time off.
Thank you, but there's no need, really. I'd rather work this through at your side, if that's all right. In my youth, I used magic as a weapon, a sword against those who would abuse it. I'm glad to put it to better use now, aiding my closest friends. I just want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done for me. Without you, I don't know if I'd have the courage to face my past.
We're just returning the favor, Vaso. Let us know if you need any help whatsoever. You know you can count on us.
I appreciate it. But we should focus on your goal for now. When it's all over, I'll try reaching out to my old squad mates. It's time for me to stop wallowing in self-pity.
What's your plan?
To do what I do best. Work towards mending as many wounds as I can.
So here we are, risking our lives time and time again, and yet there's still so much we don't know.
How is this conflict even still going? From what we've learned, both sides are a terrible mess. They have little regard for their people's lives or the destruction they leave in their wake. Not to mention they're repeatedly sending us to blind and certain death.
They have an abundance of mercenaries at their disposal, Malachi. This is war.
Yes, this is war. I feel like this phrase is more common than a greeting these days. And despite all our efforts, we still don't know anything about the Claw.
I admit I hoped for more, but we got something out of this, didn't we?
Blisters from walking, bruised knuckles.
Our current knowledge boils down to the fact that nobody is willing to say anything useful.
But isn't this a fact worth taking into account?
The Empire blocked the Claw reports for an unknown reason.
And the League said the Claw once operated from within the Empire. As a high house, no less. If true, it's surprising to say the least.
The other races considered them a threat back then. And yet we know for a fact that Hallis recognized a Claw member who participated in some dealings with a League outpost.
It's all just half-truths and speculations. No solid proof or even further leads.
Maybe we just need more time. If we keep doing these jobs...
They will still treat us like outsiders. No matter how many suicide missions we complete, I don't know if we can ever change that.
We need to think it all through. I'm still researching the Oracle. I think I'm onto something. Maybe this will shed some new light.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Being among people used to make me feel alive. Now it feels like a distraction that confuses and drains me. We're still no closer to knowing what happened to our parents. It's infuriating. I don't know how Kayla's holding up so well. The only thing anyone talks about here is the war. And I fear we are losing ourselves in it too. That we may soon forget our purpose here because of it. All this work feels like a welcome change, but we can't afford to let go. To mellow down. To lose our purpose in the crowd.
You're still upset, Mal.
What gave it away?
I understand your frustration, but you don't have to be so touchy. I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was an emotional day.
Tell me about it. I may be able to cheer you up, though. If I'm right, we'll soon finally learn something about the Oracle.
You had a breakthrough in your little book club with Pablo?
Indeed. I think it could, in fact, be connected to the attack on the City of Bones.
So you're saying it is true. Parents died over a legend from the hands of some ghost assassins nobody wants to talk about. This is such bullshit.
There's always a kernel of truth to legends, you know? Dad knew about the Oracle. If they researched it, it's possible that the Claw targeted them for this very reason. If I'm right, following the Oracle's legend could help us learn what the assassins were so afraid of. Maybe even draw them out of hiding again.
All right, I still don't know what to think about all this, but I trust you, Kayla. So what is it you learned exactly?
I used Pablo's connections to track and acquire an extensive bibliography so that I could filter and cross-reference parents' notes on the Oracle. At first, I couldn't make any sense of it. I was almost ready to give up, but then I just had a hunch. Suddenly, I knew exactly where we should go.
A hunch? Is that it? You want to send us on a wild goose chase based on a hunch?
You said you trust me, Mal. Act on it. I'm certain there's something out there, and I know it's important. Can I count on you to help me find it?
Yeah. I've got your back. I always will.
Sounds interesting.